Boom, boom, just like that. We are live. What's going on, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike. I'm always live. Sometimes I'm live a lot. But you'll find me every Monday and Wednesday here on Behance or on your favorite platform on my Facebook, Behance, and Twitter. Crazy, crazy. Big ups to Taum. How you doing, Taum? If you are watching this right now, leave a comment in the chat so that I see you. That works. All right, so let's jump right into it and see what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about or work on some of my character art. Fix this screen right here. You know what? It should be on the top. Yeah, so you can see um the screen right there. This is my iPad. Boom, bam, boom. I got my Apple Pencil, and let's get to it, right? All right, let's get this party started, right? All right, let's get this party started quickly. Set it off. Set it off. I do wear a glove. Find it easier to work with the glove so I don't have to think about accidental touches. Palm recognition is not the best on any device. I don't care how good your device is. As a matter of fact, I mean, let's do a quick little extra. Oh, Taum is in the future. What's up, Taum? Says, technically, it's Thursday morning for me. let's explore something. We're gonna explore before we even get to the art that I'm here to work on. Let's explore this other tablet. All right, let me talk about my other tablet. Because I mentioned touch palm rejection and the reason for wearing a glove, and I do have a couple of gloves, right? So there's the basic, 2-finger glove. As a matter of fact, I have these other gloves. And I like these gloves too, but they get hot. It's summertime, so they're too hot. But there it is. Look, got the skull on it. It's got some skulls right there. I like it, right? And it's perfect for palm rejection, which is pretty cool. Except they're not made for palm rejection, which is why we're here, which is not going to work well when you have to. And the feeling of the pencil is very necessary. Um, but they're very cool. I do like these. I have the pair. All right. So you can go with something like that. Use an old pair of gloves. Cut the 2 fingers off, and you have a fingerless glove. That'll work. However, so this is the glove. I think I bought after Market One, and I think I got a glove with a device one time. I forget how it went, but what happened is that we have our homie from Dreamatarium who made some sketching and drawing logo focused gloves. And what I like the way he set up the glove is that as a whole, it's a sleeve and boom, your hand in there. And so what I like about this glove is that it goes further down my wrist, which is an issue when I'm drawing because I like to lean on my device, either the Surface or the iPad, and I end up touching the screen. But right now, we're going to look into drawing with vectors on this other device called Samsung Tab S8. It does come with a pen. It's very thin. I really want to put a skin on this, but the way it charges is like this right here on the tablet. Boom, there it goes turning. And so it's okay. I'm not gonna for me to add a skin on it and then to make sure it connects. I haven't looked far enough. Pretty sure. It does have a button, but it does have a little bit of texture, a little bit of sticky texture, so that it feels really good on your hand versus the Apple Pencil, it has a very slick feel to it. I don't like that. Why I added a skin to my Apple Pencil. Then I have a third-party pencil. I added a skin to that too. So this third-party pencil, I use it for when I'm drawing on my phone. So Apple and Samsung S Pen. That's a beautiful pen. Oh my god. Let me go ahead and plug in my Samsung Tab S8. It is a beautiful device. Boom, bam. I got a ton of notifications that no, it does look a little long like that. Maybe I need to switch the USB-C HDMI connection. Couple adjustments. Not all USB-C dongles are the same. There we go. See, so that works better. All right, so there we go. So what you're looking at is my Samsung Tab S. Oh, it's a beautiful device. Now, what I really love about this Samsung S Pen is the tip. It's very soft and squishy. It's not squishy like a pillow, but it's squishy to where you feel the resistance, but it's soft resistance. Rub the pen over the amazing. When I first got this device about a couple months ago, I meant to do a video where drawing with the Samsung. Hopefully, I'm not gonna update the description of the video, but and the next time I go live, I'm gonna mention the Samsung in the description or the title so that we know what we're talking about. Most of the time, I draw my artwork in vector, and for my client work, it's all vector. A lot of vector. Got another project I'm working on now. Let me see. Play. Come on now. Pops in. And this is a project that I'm working on. And on my iMac, I have a this called it a Cintiq connected to it so that I can use Cintiq, and I'm working project. First, this is project. Don't go. The only time I show my process in projects like this is during my um, Vector Maestros sessions and classes on Tuesday. So check that out. In any case, that is my professional work, and I'm nowhere near complete with this drawing, but it's at a place where I can take a break tonight, work on the next one. I have several that I need to work time. Um, Damn, but the point of why I brought this up is that I have a Cintiq right here. I have the Cintiq pen. It has the soft tip. I can change out the tip. It is a very thick barrel on the pen, and it has this gummy surface that it makes it really easy to hold and keep pressure on in your hand so that you're drawing. So with the Samsung, that's what I and liking about the tip is the soft tip and the barrel. What's up to SLP price? Now the now the hard part with working with the Android device. Get me started on it. The problem, it's a real problem, is that you do not have as many apps on Android as you would on the iPad or Windows. When I break out my Surface, I can work in Illustrator, I can work in Fresco, you do my vector work, move through my process quickly. On the iPad, the same way, Fresco, Illustrator. with Windows, I also have Sketchable, which is great for sketching and drawing and just quick, fun artwork. But on Samsung, I had to search through different apps. So let's go ahead and quickly look through some of these apps that I like. At the very bottom, there's a few apps right here. The one on the bottom left is Vector Q. What I like about this app is that Vector Ink is that you can draw with the pen tool on this app, and there's some drawings right there that I started. Right, so let's go ahead and start a new drawing. So Vector Q is amazing. I really like it. Let me change the stroke color. Pen tool. On the floor. The dance floor. Set it off. Set it off. Boom, look, I'm just grabbing the anchor points. Boom. I can grab the handles. Make adjustments to the handles. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And just like that, I'm working in Vector. When no matter which tablet I pick up, I want to be able to sit down and do kind of art that I like to do, which is Vector. And at the end of the day, produce something that I'm going to use. If I can't produce something that I'm going to use for later, that even if I don't think about that I'm going to use later for later right now, I just want to be able to have the option. I can't, if that app or hardware can't help me, then I don't need it. Life is nice to have, but I don't need it. And so when I got this Samsung tablet, I said, well, I have to find the apps that are going to help me. So this is Vector Ink. That is there it goes, the stroke width. Let's go ahead and make it bigger. I like it. Let's go ahead and fix this. Damn. Oh yeah, I like that. Boom, look at that. That's crazy. That's so cool. It does support layers. I like that very, very much. You tap on the layer, you can see what's under there, what's inside that layer. It is still a work in progress though, because there's some limitations to it. I've tried to go really crazy with it and I can't. But the developer did say that they're working on more updates as time goes on. And so to me, this gives me hope for the future. However, for right now, it is a very slow process to draw and create. I did find a way to do the copy. Let me see. Copy. Make a new layer. Let me see. Come on. Sometimes I feel like I have to click too many times. When I lock a layer, it doesn't lock everything inside that layer. I don't get it. I don't know why. Paste it. Pasted it. All right. So that means there's something here. Come on. Where did it paste? It should have pasted right there, right? Paste. I don't see it. All right, let's see. Come on. I go top left, down, paste. And it says paste, but nothing is pasting. So those are some little things that I'm really not happy about. However, there was another way to do a copy. Let's see. And I can't remember how. Oh, look down here. Let's see. There it is. So I grabbed the selection tool. There's the duplicate. Boom, duplicate it. So there's two, right? See, 1 and 2. So if I wanted to move this second path to this other layer, there's no way to do that. I don't know why. So let's see if I select that layer, that path, copy, then go to layer 2, say paste. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So now it did work. Why didn't that work before? I don't know. So let's go ahead and I don't like how you have to do that. the opacity here to just turn off the color, but fine. Here goes the fill color. Turn that up. Boom. Got it. Let's just do the red color again. What I want to do is go into my layers again, and let's go ahead and paste again. Let's see if that works. So now the paste is, oh, there you go. Did it work? I can't tell. Come on, that's there. I want to go here. Can I go in this layer now? No. Fine, let's do another new layer. It's a little bit temperamental, and that's the one thing I really don't like right now so far. But that's all right. We're gonna figure this out. Paste. There you go. So paste it, but it keeps pasting the same layer that I already pasted. Look, it keeps moving. It moved up. So that's not what I want. So let's grab these and let's delete this. Let's see. It has a little triangle. Oh, there's the trash can. Select the layer, trash can, it's gone. Select that right there. Copy. New layer, please. Thank you. Got that layer something 6. Paste. Okay, there we go. So now we're getting that paste again. So I guess I have to do the copy and paste every time instead of expecting that copy that I did earlier will work every time I use paste. So it's a little bit things that I'm not too happy about. But let's go into the fill color and look. I turn on a gradient. This I like. Let's turn on that 100%. Go with the gradient. Come on, Joe. Turn that off. Let's go here. Gradient. There he goes. The gradient just worked. Let's see if I can get the gradient to edit. How do I edit my gradient, man? That's his wheel. These are some of the things that are not easy. They're not what do you call it? Where you kind of just expect things to be there. All right, so let's go ahead and collapse and collapse. We're working on layer 5. Come on, tap it. There we go. We are working with that path 1. I want the gradient. Let me see what else we got. We got document, got a grid, layers, the scaling strokes, Boolean, alignment, object, and then the transform. None of this I need. I need the color. So on the left hand side, there is a gradient color, a gradient symbol. So I click on that. So now I can see my gradient edges. So tap 1, change the color. Look at oh yes. Tap the other. Boom. Oh my God, that's good. So that I like. Now, why did I have to look on the left when I clicked on this gradient right there? I don't know. Now let's look at my layers. So this is the topmost layer. Turn the eyeball off. Come on, so there it is. Turn this off. There it is. So that's the fill layer. The layer with the gradient. Got that. Now how do I go about multiplying? It says opacity. It says save. Well, I guess I can click on the path. Turn the opacity down. Save that. So that it has this gradient of red. Let's click on this here. Now the only thing I don't like is that you can't rearrange the layers, which I already tried to do while we were sitting here. Make it. I like it. Oh yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and collapse these layers. Expand this layer. Come on. All right, select one of these old paths here. Go top left, copy. Then I'm going to make a new layer up in the very top. There it is. Go ahead and deselect from anything. Then go back to just and paste. Why you not pasting? Okay. It would be nice if it said cut, copy, paste. It says paste, but I don't see anything happening. Why can't I just okay, so let's take a look at this path. Let's say go up, goes up. Yeah, I don't understand these. Let's say. What is that? It's a little magnet. What does that mean? I want a copy of this letter D. Like this. Open this one up. Like that one. Copy. Up to the top layer. Paste. It's still not doing that. Okay, for now. Copy. Paste. See? Like it's a little bit of bugs happening. So let me go back to save and exit. And I had enough trying to figure this out. But some cool things have happened out of here. I've been working on trying to come up with some letter D's. Again, there's this app is in progress, but there's a few YouTube channels that are showing some tutorials on how to work the magic in this app that is called Vector Ink. Let me see. Ooh, I got way too many apps open. Here, come on. There's a few apps that I'm gonna share with you, but yeah, that's it. Vector Ink. All right. The next app on my list here is another one called Infinite Design. It has a companion app called Infinite Painter. So the project so far, I have a lot of projects because I kind of did start to like this app. However, the problem with this app is that the one good thing is that it works with the pen and pressure sensitivity. Bad thing is there's no pen tool. So it's the opposite of the app that we just saw right now. So the canvas is going to be 3,000 like square canvases. The project name is Dan. Come on, oops, come on. I click on the letter A. Come on, Dan. Peace. That's another thing I don't like is the touch sensitivity of it and how sensitive is not. And the fact that there's a delete button. Why do we have a delete button? And Android. This is the Android keyboard. I can't stand it. Okay. So create. Boom. Let's select our color. So this is what was the word I was looking intuitive. This app is a lot more intuitive. Let's go into the look at that. It rotate canvas. There's my brush. I'm gonna use the tapered brush. Boom. Boom. Oh my gosh. Now, if there was a bucket, let me see if I can fill it in. Oh, it filled the wrong way. Two finger to undo. I love that. So this actually works like Fresco does. The same way as Fresco. I love it. Let's go ahead and get the eraser. I can change my eraser style. That's the tapered eraser. Ooh. I don't like how some of these ghost um edges are appearing right there. So still got some ways to go. However, I didn't show you the export function in the Vector Ink, but as works the same as in this app also. Uh, infinite, uh, whatever. What was that? I forgot. I forgot the name. Let's see if I can just see it. Infinite Design. Infinite Design and Vector Ink. Is that it exports SVG. Once you pay for the app, I pay for the apps so that I can export as a SVG. And I've already done the test where once I export the SVG, I can open in Adobe Illustrator. Boom, vectors. Now, I don't remember seeing any gradients here, but let's find out. So there's the layers. There's some more controls here. More options right here. I'm pretty sure there's a gradient. Gradient right there. Bam. Boom. Oh. Go like this and let's go like that. So the bottom is going to be yellow. Top right. We'll make it red. Oh, snap. Look at that. So now, if you notice this, there's something about this vector shape that's weird. And is that the strokes and the fills do not become one shape. It's still all those separate shapes. That happens with vector fresco also. So you have to remember a few of these things because right now that gradient is not working through all the different parts. So we're good here. So let's check that off. Boom, look at that. Nice. So now if I wanted to do, so now it'd be nice if I could see, if I could see all the different shapes that make up this major shape in this layer. That would be nice because how am I going to select another shape to get the gradient on it? That's something to think about. Duplicate is there. All right, so let's go ahead and do a new layer. And I do like the fact that I can move the layers around. That's super important. All right, new color. There we go. Kind of draw. Get the bucket. It's under this way. That's a little what do you call that, compass tool? I don't know. I forgot now. But anyways, like why are the tools under there? Unless that stands for tool. I don't know. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yeah. New layer. Put that new layer all the way at the bottom. Change my color to blue. Paint bucket. Oh, there it is. The paint bucket. Working. Boom. Bam. Like that. Yeah, boy. I like this. This is not too bad. It's all right. So let's go and save it. And save. Go back to the screen or my boom. Save. Save. And this is all the different drawings that I have done so far. So it's not so bad. I like it. These 2 and 3 are all in the first row on the bottom because those are my quick go-tos. Like, bam. I'm going to go to it. The next one is concepts. I think it's called concepts. Why is it showing me all this? I ain't got time for this, man. Jessica's, what is this? How do I get those? I don't know. But here's some quick drawings. Let me go ahead and start a new drawing. I am pro already. I already paid for this. Yeah, it's already there. It's verified and all that. Anyway, I don't understand. Synced. Whatever. Anyway, so why does it say GoPro and then doesn't even let me buy? Shouldn't let me buy. I already paid for it. Why would it do that? That's a little messed up. Essentials, PDF, spray paints and brushes, pens, Memphis patterns, stereo walls. What? How do I have? Anyway, let me go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and start a new drawing. Boom. The pens. I guess this is where I should be able to see extra pens, right? There goes the brushes. Tile patterns. Click on it. Oh, there's a price on it. I thought I got everything. So this is a cheat. Cheated me. I got everything. All the brushes. Filled. Yeah, they're all there. I don't get what it is that I didn't get. Why didn't I get the brush market? Let me see. For that a year, every service and every feature, new things we're building, send into your subscriptions can be grouped across your I already paid it. Huh. Hmm. That's in free basic and purchase. I already have all. Yeah, that's a little funky. I don't know if I like that. I like that. I do like the fact that these are vector brushes because I've exported it into and the two tap. I love the two into Illustrator already. Done that. And so there's that brush, the basics. If I want to make the line thicker, there's on the top left. I can I can tap it. I guess 12 is the thickest. Oh, I don't like that. Let's find a fatter one. There we go. This one's dynamic. The fattest that it'll go. Oh, let's see. Come on. There it is. Oh yeah, I like that. So let's change the color by tapping in the middle button. And you can see the these are all Copic colors that I like. I like that. Turn it off. Don't like this, so I need to check my opacity. Oh, do that again. What do I hear? My computer's fans. Buen dia, says Domingos. Buenos dias. So yeah, there it goes. That's cool. Now, could I transform this? And I think that's where I'm missing something. I'm missing a few things. With this app. There's the eraser. In a little bit. But why do I not get the other stuff? What are these things? This oh, there goes the lasso. Interesting. Okay, I found it. Come on, let's go back. How do I undo? Undo. Fix to go here. Click on that. That's the lasso. And then I can make that bigger. Editing is a paid feature. I've paid it. Subscribe. One-time purchases. How do I? Yeah, this is not okay. I bought everything. Where do you? Where do you? Why? Why is it? Okay, let's go back to the home screen. Let me see. There it is. Backup account. I got that. I got that. But it's saying that I have not paid. How could that be? Sign out. Let me sign out. Sign out. All right. So I may need to sign in. And you know what I have done for sure is that is because you can use, oh yeah, look at that, you can use the different devices. Once you create an account, you can use that account across a bunch of different devices. All right, let me see if I can put in my what's up, Fireproof, joining us on the Discord. Let me remember my I think I have it. All right, there we go. Oh, what is it? It's not it. Well, I paid for the app. and now it's not. One more thing, or you know what it is? I think. Hold on. Yes. Telling. Why? That's still not it. Okay. Well, I don't remember my password, but I bought all those things, and that's what I wanted to go over a whole bunch of the other cool stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is my. Oh, let's. I was doing the wrong password. Okay, cool. It's synced. Subscription status has been synced. You can back up. Boom, boom. Interest. I don't care about all that. Google is connected. Email is verified. Okay, cool. So then, why should it show me? Why would it show me? It shouldn't show me these to pay. Like, why would I pay another time? I can't. You're not eligible for cancel any time. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to. That's what I hate. I hate this having to contact um customer support and all that stuff. It's like, what's the deal? What is? And I entered the challenge last month too. I forgot. Yes, Talum, ask a question, please. Dang. All right. And I have the. I'm gonna have to dig up the invoice and all that stuff. All right, let's get back to the main screen. There's a couple other apps that I like, and so we're gonna check them out really. And you do exhibitions. Tell me about an exhibition. What's that mean? Concepts. Concepts. Here, click here to activate your account. Let me see. Account confirmed. Okay. So now it says confirm. Oh, did I do something wrong before? Yeah, I know. Concepts. What? Tell me about like art exhibition. What do you mean? You, you know, I have an I know what I've done, and I know that what applies as exhibition and art exhibition. I can't hear you on Discord. Oh snap! Fireproof. Thank you. No, it was me. I did not turn them off. I turned them off because I was working there. Was a part of another event. Sorry. Okay, so oh good. I can hear you too. Thank you. Cool, cool. It works. Yeah, it was me. I did that. I messed it up. All right. Cool, cool. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go yell at somebody about concepts. All right, fine. Maybe I need to restart the device. I don't know. That's too much. I shouldn't have to go through all of that. I One thing like about concepts though, I'll tell you this: that once you pay for for the account for the access and create an account, your access is allowed across any device, and so concepts works on iOS, on Surface, on any Android device, and the Galaxy Store. So that's easy. But those are the main apps that I use that I have down here in the bottom of my Samsung Tab S8. I have a ton of other apps that I like, including Painter. I paid for that one. And what I like about this one is that it has all the basic tools, just like I would have them. This is W, a friend of mine started to sketch, just like you would have on Sketchable. So look at that. Oh my God, this is super cool. And they got a ton of brushes. This app is really well put together, and so that you can try the different brushes. They got but you still have the all those other controls under that little icon that I don't know why is it like that, but whatever. Go back. There it is. Back to Infinite Painter. Then we have Art Flow. I found Art Flow to be kind of cool. I did that. I still haven't figured it all the way out. One thing about this app that I don't like is that the controls are right there. And then even when you turn on the controls, like, well, what am I looking at? So you have to go through here. Let me see if I can try different brushes. Rectangular pen. I think there are no vectors here. These are all pixel. I can tell this kind of a pixely. It's cool though. It's cool. I think it was like $5. So I'll take it. There goes where's my layers? I saw the layers. There's the layers right there. Add a ton of layers. That goes back to the gallery. Flipping the, or cropping. Oh, that's cool. I never really tried that. What's under the 3 dots? New image, gallery. I think the placement of the UI elements is a little off-putting, but fine. Another thing is that I don't draw on this tab S8 as much as I like to. I'm always working on. Let's see, coloring, light challenge, draws, photo, drawing. Now, to go back into the question that was asked on Behance, do I do exhibitions? Art exhibitions like in art galleries. I have in the past. What I don't like about this is that it looked like I could see a little pencil there. I have been, my work has been in exhibitions before. I have shown my work and participated in the solo exhibit and group exhibits, in paintings. I submitted paintings of and digital art. And yes, for a long, long time, and we think we all start that way, right? We all start as this one right here. Like, where's the layers? Okay, here, and I guess that's the. Oh, there's the layers there. Boom. Yeah. What's that? There was something there. Dropper tool. Oh, I don't understand. Anyways, yeah. Forget that, man. I'm tired of it. I have is been in a lot of events, and then I have a few other apps that I use. Krita is free. Medibank Paint is free. Oh my god, those apps are super intense. And then a couple free ones: Skidio, No Shell, Bamboo Paper, and Sketches. Sketches I like because it has the very precise looking pins. All about very. Oh, so I need to buy Pro. How much is it? Go Pro, no ads, extra steps. You know, I already bought enough, and I probably could do it because I think still have some credit. Play Store. Kind of spent some money because I had credit. Otherwise, I'm like, you know what, you guys are gonna the freebie. Oh, I got $38 left. Oh, so it didn't go. So wait a minute, but this payment did go through. Verify your account. Oh, I see. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't pay for it. Thought I did. Learn to draw concepts. It's on here. Hey, verify your account. Tips, sketch flexible, learn to pay. So I need to check on that's what I needed. Sorry, y'all. I got caught up now. It's like, why? Oh, so something got canceled. Ready. Okay, that was May. Order. Play order. All right, so here we go. Oh, so it didn't go through. Why is that? It got has been canceled. Oh, so they canceled it. Why did they cancel it? I see. I tried it, and they canceled it. Oh, so that's why I don't have access. Thank you. You signed up for a trial. Oh, June 22nd. You will be automatically charged $29 a year at the end of your trial. The order date was June 15th, and then on June 15th they canceled. Oh, so I had to do the trial first. So sorry, I had to figure this out because like I paid for stuff. So what the? All right, I get it. I get it. So I am going to go ahead and pay again. Google Play trial. Anyways, this tool is really cool. I like it also. So now that I know I haven't paid for this on Google Play for concepts, I may pay for this app also because I really like apps that are quick and easy to deal with. So tap that. I can't make the tip long bigger. Let me see. Oh yes, I can. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. What about this one? What's this do? Size. There we go. So that's a pencil. There goes a brush. Ah. Oh yeah, and then there's the opacity. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so I got much more to learn. You know, I just don't have time to sit here and learn a whole new app. So this is a quick little look into some of the vector art in the Samsung, and then boom, look, the pen goes right on there. That. So let's go ahead and switch back to. Dang, I thought I had my concepts app. And you know what happened when I did the concepts app? Because it started me off on the trial. I thought the payment was good, and so I started to use the app, and I could see all the tools. It was only when I couldn't. Now when I tried it now is that I realized I funded it. So anyway, it's only $25. So I need to pay that $25, especially since I have a credit Play Store. I'm gonna be doing. There we go. Back to the iPad. It'll be fresco. So let's talk about art galleries and exhibitions. And do I write my own bios in each piece? And you should. Yes. Yes, you should. You should always write your own bio on any piece of art. Any, including this one. Let me tell you about this right here. Right, this turn me up. Boom. Like this drawing right here is part of NFT, the NFT series called Super Bears. A bunch of NFTs from different blockchains that have similar names. Do that on purpose. Whatever. Any case, somebody gifted me this bear. And so what I do with any NFT in the LRAW network is I draw my own version. So this is him. This guy is this guy right here, but this is in my style. This let's see, let's go with the color. This is the right. Let's go ahead and duplicate that layer, and I need to turn. Let me turn off that layer. Grab this layer, and I'm gonna turn it white. Reason is because I need to use it as a base color for this, so that I can turn down the opacity on this. See that? Grab that layer, turn that back on, and see now I can play around with different tones. Get the eraser, and this is all vector work. In any case, what I like to do here is to that one is to that one up there is to play with the different layers so that I can get the tones that I want. Now, yes, you should draw a right. It's not necessarily a bio, but a statement, an artist statement. You should have an artist statement for every piece that you draw, every collection that you're working on. Because how are people going to understand what you're about? The reason I am asking is that I am struggling with mine for this art exhibition that is coming up with my studio. Well, first things to first is ask yourself, why do you create? What's the point? It has to be a why. And it doesn't have to be like a very, saving the world type of explanation. It's more like, what moves you? Do you do it just because you feel like it? Do you do it because you're inspired by something? What inspires you to draw? What gives you the idea? Whose art are you interested in that makes you want to try doing this? And here's an example. This guy right here is a super bear from the Elron, and they have a story about these super bears. Cool. So when somebody gifted me this NFT, they asked me if I would redraw it in my style, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It's been a long time. I haven't had time to do it right away. So then eventually one day I was sitting around, I was like, oh, I see this. As a matter of fact, you know what happened? This is what you're supposed to put together. Okay, I'm giving you this example. I was as they gave me this bear. I looked at it. It's like, well, it looks like a mechanic, but he's well dressed, and it looks like a crook, like he escaped out of prison or something. Whatever, fine. I'll draw something eventually. And then I started watching the Soprano series, put on HBO Max. I'm working on other projects, and then one day I was watching or listening to a Twitter space about Elron. And it came to me, oh snap, this guy is a mafia guy. I made it up in my mind. I don't know if it's true, but he has a suit. He's a fixer. He's got the tool, okay, like a mechanic. I don't know if you know much about American culture, but a lot of crime and a lot of criminals and a lot of terms and words related to the crime enterprise. So he's a fixer, and the slang for a fixer, somebody who comes and fixes your problems, in an illegal kind of way, it's a fixer. There's a movie called Michael Clayton. There's a series called oh, it's also HBO. Hmm. Donovan. Oh my God, that's the goodest too. So he's a fixer, and then the word which one? Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, that's more about a whole criminal enterprise. And but I'm looking for a character who's a fixer. And right. So here's another one. Charles Bronson in the 70s or 80s, he had a movie series called The Mechanic. It's not because he's a real mechanic working on cars, but because he comes and fixes problems. So let's say that you're caught in a scandal, and you're out vacationing with people, a person who's not your spouse, and then that person dies, or you're stuck in a car accident, and so you're caught with people who you're not supposed to be with, and so then they call the mechanic, aka the fixer, aka the mechanic, and then that person comes and disposes of the body, pays off the newspapers, pays off the reporters and the cops, so that so that you can move on through your life and nobody knows what happened. So that's a mechanic. So that's what I saw when I saw this, and I was thinking of watching Sopranos. I was like, this guy is a gangster. He's a fixer. That's why he has a tool, aka mechanic, aka fixer. We know he's a crook because he has a hat from prison. That's a prison hat, the stripes. And so I had to look at the properties of the character, and it said sad eyes, sleepy eyes, which makes no sense because it looks like somebody just scratched out his eyes. Some of the other characters in this NFT series have regular eyeballs. And so I was thinking, this kind of lazy. This is the stuff I approve that we're fighting against, you and I and others like you who want to do good art in the NFT space. But somebody got lazy, like, oh, just scratch his eyes out and sleepy now. Like, where? Well, how can we tell? Are his eyes closed? What's going on? So whatever, and I'm not tripping. But also, they all used the wrong color. At least it could have matched the colors. Did you match the colors? Like, come on now. At least, anyways, it was a little lazy. Whatever. I just need to turn that on. So these two colors could have matched so that you don't see the scribble. This looks ugly. So I'm looking at this character. It's like, okay, so he's part of the mafia or a fixer. So as soon as all that inspiration came to me, Tom, in my mind, I may put together a story. I made my own story about what is this guy. So I did a drawing. Let me see if a sketch. Is it? Yep. I did a sketch and of who the fixer is. Who is this mechanic? Right. And I said, okay, he is a tough guy. He's sleepy because he's tired. He's always, solving people's problems. He's on the go. He's seen it all. He's like the opposite of EMT, EMS, emergency services, the paramedics. They come and they show up, and they have to deal with the human condition at its worst. This guy puts people in that that human condition. He is a tough guy. He's ready to do some damage. You see what I did here, Tom? I created my own story about this guy. And I made him tough. Like, yeah, he's a tough guy, but he's paid. Look, he got a nice watch. He does keep wearing the same jacket because he doesn't want to keep ruining jackets, but he's got a patch on his elbow. All right, but he's well dressed. The jacket is still kind of nice so that he can go in, have a good meal at a restaurant. Eat him a steak, have some good drinks. And his name is Lil Tony. Hey, Lil Tony, you'll fix all this for Dan, says Motorvoid. Correct. So, Taum, what you want to do when you write it, it's not necessarily a bio, but the bio is for yourself. Who are you? Where did you come from? Who is your family? And that's your bio. Your artist statement has to do with what's the whole point of this artwork. You did some drawings or paintings. Okay, so what? So what? Why should we care? Why should anybody care about Little Tony? If you see just a drawing, and they say that's a bear. There's 1,000 bears. They all have a number. They're like, so what? There's 1,000 other bear collections in the NFT space. So what? You can draw Mickey Mouse. So what? Who cares? Now, when we're the only ones in our family who can draw, not in my family, but when you grow up, when I was a kid, it was just me and my brother who could draw. Then I found out my aunt could draw. But nobody in your classroom can draw like you. You're special. Like, oh, snap. This is called Dan. Dan can draw that. Whatever it is you need, Dan will do it. I was in the Marine Corps. Hello, how you doing? And so when I was in the Marine Corps, no, I did not take on a job that had to do with art. So when people found out I could draw, there was always these ideas that people. And so yeah, I could be a serial bear fixer. Yes, yeah. So as you grow up and you become accustomed to your talents, you may be in situations where you're the only one who can draw, and that makes you special. And others would be like, "Oh, that's so cool." Time goes on, and your circle becomes artists. You go to school, you go to college, you take art classes. Now you're equal to everyone else. And so just because you can draw doesn't mean nothing, because so can everyone else. My brother-in-law can draw. My brother can draw. My daughters can draw. My grandson, he did 2 comic books already. He's 6 years old. I all the connections that I have on Facebook are artists. So I am one of a million artists now. Nothing about me is special. You know what makes me special? And I'm just being facetious. Not really special, but what I'm doing for myself to stand out in this sea, an ocean of other artists is streaming. You see me here. I'm talking to you right now. I'm drawing. I'm creating. I got a reaction out of Fireproof. When I show this, and the microphone is not on, so you didn't hear him. And I can hear him, but you can't. He said, "Wow, it looks better." I know he's saying better than this. It looks better than this. So I got a reaction out of another artist. And but as time goes on, it's hard to get those reactions, except that the things that you add to your art career. I've added streaming. I added my portfolio. I added my skills. I've gone beyond the norm that I'm used to. Comics. I've tattoos. I had a 20-year career in tattoos. So now that I've mastered these talents, now I'm going beyond them. Fireproof, and I keep mentioning Fireproof because he's here with me in the Discord. Any of these other artists you may know and see and come across will be in this Twitter Spaces, will be in Clubhouse. They'll do their own vlogs or blogs and posts. So that's what makes an artist stand out. So when you go and put your artwork in an exhibit, what you're doing is telling the world, look at me, I have talent, and here is my work. And because you're there at that show and you're alive, you can talk about your work. You can show people your artwork and tell them and say, hey, look at my painting. And people are going to be like, so what? What about that painting? So what? And then you can say, hey, look, this painting, I painted it. It's a 5x3 door. 7x3 is 7 feet long. It's heavy. It's a door. It's made out of wood. And I painted it. It has some Aztec artwork. If I had my other light, it would look brighter over there. But it's Aztec art. And my technique is inspired by comics and animation and Aztec art, which is my culture. And in my art, instead of weapons, I give my characters pencils. So the Aztec warrior right there has a pencil. And then back there is Quetzalcoatl hanging out with Tonatiuh, one of the gods. And bam, that's a big painting. And so by you making up a story about what this art is about, then it gives people a reason to look at it and then say, that's very interesting. I like it. I like what it says. Now, you don't always have to have one, but you need to start practicing that skill of telling a story with what your painting is about. What's your drawing about? What is this NFT character about? Excuse me. You have to get into that practice. Because one day, thank you, Motorboy. Because one day, you won't be here. I won't be here. Us artists who are working today, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, let's say, in case you're one of those folks who ends up with a long, long life over 100 years. So let's say 500 years from now, people will interpret your work. I've been at the museum, High Museum, Atlanta, going around going around in the museum with and just looking at artwork from 1,000 years ago, the Renaissance artists and all of them. And in this, I caught I could hear this one tour guide walking around, and he's talking about this painting and that painting, and he gets to this one painting. It's a massive painting, and he says something about this artist's blue period. And immediately, as soon as I heard this tour guide talking about this artist from hundreds of years ago who was in his blue period, I could tell it was BS. I'm like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Because I'm putting myself in the shoes of that artist at that time, right? Of however many years ago working on this painting. And I've been painting for 20 years. I've painted thousands of paintings. I've done murals around the city. I've worked with many different materials. And there are times when in the middle of the night you're working and painting and you run out of some paint. You run out of a particular color. And so you turn around and try to find a color that will match or be close enough. And so then so then you switch up. And for the next 3 paintings, you forget to even go buy paint. And this is today's world when you can go to an art store in your town and buy paint. But imagine the olden days when it took weeks to get particular pigments, when it took weeks to travel between continents, between countries, between whatever to get certain materials, or it took time to just raise enough money to then go buy that paint you needed. A lack of payments, that's correct, Motorboy. So then the reality is that painter, that artist at that time is like, you know what? We're going with blue. And then later they're like, well, we got the blue, but now I ran out of red. Or I got the red, I'm out of blue, but now I got red. Or now I got yellows. I got this, I got that. And so what happens is that if you don't do enough writing about your paintings, about your work, 500 years from now, they're going to be like, yeah, Taum, this was his lazy period. He only used 3 brushes. But people in the future, they don't know that Taum, he broke, his dog ate like 5 of the other brushes. And Taum's like, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to paint with these 3 brushes. Now here's something, a real story. A friend of mine, his name is Neil Hamilton. Amazing painter. Amazing photographer. He worked for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the NFL. Famous. I run into him all the time. Motorboy says blue hour, golden hour. Yeah, it could be any any color. So many years ago, right before I met him, Neil Hamilton, I met him 10 years ago. When I was producing an art show and I was collecting art from other artists. I was actually in a show for Adidas here in Atlanta, and Neil Hamilton also had pieces in that show. And so I happened to meet him there at that show, and ever since then we've been friends. And he participated in my art exhibits. His art style and technique came about after a house fire. So his house burned down a long time ago, before I met him. He tells the story, so me talking about. Many years ago, he had a house fire. Everything was destroyed, and he's sitting there going through all his stuff, and he realizes all his paints, his canvases, all his photography equipment. He actually had a graphic design company back in Cleveland in the 80s and 90s before I knew him. All of that destroyed. Everything burnt down, gone, dust. So he's unhappy. He's very sad, of course. That's sad. It's sad. And so some of the stuff that survived was regular house paint and some sponges. So he grabbed some of the old canvas that made it, and he sat there and painted a painting. Stuff that he had left behind, still left. A couple of sponges, a couple of paint cans. House paint comes in a metal can that you go buy at a hardware store, Lowe's or Home Depot, in them here in the United States. And so he had enough to do a painting. He liked it. By the time he made it to the store to buy new materials, he only focused on those things that he had that had survived in the fire. That is his painting technique to this day. And this guy has done thousands of paintings and worked with big time acts. Paul McCartney, Santana, a bunch of other guitar people I don't know who can't remember. So his art style developed, his technique developed after that tragedy. So in the future, people can say, if they don't know that story, the future, somebody will say while they're working in the High Museum of Art, looking at his paintings, they'll say, here's Neil Hamilton in 1990s. Here's Neil Hamilton in the year 2000. He went through the sponge period. They're just going to call it that. But if you were to ask Neil Hamilton, he would say, nah, man, my house burnt down. You know, and I can say it in the way I'm saying it right now, even though it's terrible. It's a very tragic thing. But because he's tells a story, so I'm telling the story. Otherwise, it's something very personal. It hurts for me to even imagine me losing my materials, art. In any case, to him is a very simple reason of why that happened, versus what the art museum tour guide is talking about. So, Taum and anyone else, this message is for you. You get to determine what story is told with your art. It's your job to engage with that person who's coming to look at your painting and say, yes, this day on the day that I was painting this, I know you said don't said exactly. You answered one of my questions. I am inspired by Nana's family art style and it runs through my blood. Nice. The art style is related to your Nana and it runs through your blood, meaning it's part of your family history. So now you have to take that and say, this is why I draw. And so, in memory of my family, I used in tradition, I use this art style and I like to paint this. So, what is this that you're painting? I like to paint this in their honor, but I'm also saying, I also want you to notice, bam. Now you have a story. Now you have something to talk about when it comes to your painting. And your job is done. Now it becomes easier. I'm saying it really easy, I'm saying it real simple, like it's easy to do. I can do it now. I can write any, like I just made up this story about this guy. I hadn't really thought about it. I hadn't really put it in words. Give me 5 minutes and I'll break down a story for you. And that's what happens. Practice. The more you do it, the more you write, the easier it's going to be for you to talk about your art, talk about what it means, why did you draw it, all of those things. And so 20 years later, like me, somebody says, tell me about this painting. I'll tell you about the painting. How much time you got, buddy? Go ahead, have a drink. That's why people have wine and cheese in them. It's like, here, have a drink while I tell you about this painting. I'll tell you about why it's important to me, why this painting matters. Let me tell you about that time when my grandmother was talking about her art technique, and I thought to myself, man, that's nothing, man. That's easy. What are you talking about? And she told me, well, if you think it's so easy, go ahead and you do it. And so I sat down for 2 days straight and I couldn't paint the way she paints. After that, I was inspired. You gotta have your story that goes with it. As time goes on, it's a personal thing. As time goes on, you get better and better at it. Here's one more story and then we're gonna move on. One of my art exhibits that I produced this art show. This artist now, she's like on top of the charts right here in Atlanta. She is big time art teacher, and she puts on these amazing paintings. Her sister, has a twin, so she has a twin sister. So the sister is a photographer. Her talents in too. They just did an art exhibit a month ago. May. And so can't remember now. Anyways, they did an art show, and so they showed off their new works. So here I am at this art event. It's my art show. I put it together. My wife helps me out. My wife actually keeps certain things rolling and happening while I focus on the event itself, the vendors and the artists. As a curator, man, putting on an art exhibit is hard work. So here I am. The artists bring in their paintings. You're welcome, Tom. The artists bring in their paintings. I'm collecting paintings for the whole week. 2 nights before the show, I'm hanging everything. I have interns. I have people helping me putting paintings up on the wall. And so the day of the show, everybody's hanging out, seeing the paintings. My wife says, "I want that painting," and I already know what that means. That's it. It's sold. You're gonna have to pay the price. Pay the price. If whatever the artist said they want for that painting, then that's what we're gonna have to pay them. So I said, fine. So I reach out to the artist. I said, listen, your piece sold. Sold to my wife. They're like, oh, that's so awesome. Blah blah blah. Cool, cool, cool. You're welcome. And she says, what did she like about it? And painting of an angel with it's all in blues. It happens to be all in blues. A lot of blues, blue tones. Let me tell you something. This artist, she has done a lot of paintings with paint. A lot of paintings, and with the paint and the time right after her class is over, because they go through a lot of paint in class, and she doesn't want to throw away any leftover paints. So instead, once class is over, she'll grab all those paints, grab a canvas, and do a painting. Amazing, right? That's why we have a saying that artists will do so much with very little. Anyways, and so this is not one of those paintings, I don't think, but the fact is that I'm thinking about it now because of all the use of all blues. There's a whole lot of blues in it. Fine. So so she asked me, yeah. So what'd your wife like about it? I said she likes how the angel looks. I think it said something like it's very peaceful, or very has that cool ambient appearance of peacefulness. Artist laughed, and she said, I was stressed out when I painted that, and I needed to get my stress out. So that is the angel of worry. I was getting the worry and stress out of me, putting it on the canvas so I can get rid of it. Can you believe that? She has her own reasons on why she painted that paint. And so when my wife saw it and I told her about it, she said, "I don't care, because that's not what it says to me. It says something different." So there's a thing about, letting people see what they see in the painting, and then there's a thing about you where people interpret what they see, and then where you interpret what you want people to know about the painting. It doesn't always have to match, and it's not a good thing or bad thing for people to make up what they see. But it's all part of the art life. This is what artists do. Artists must do. Interpretation, big deal. Anyway, she's an amazing artist. She's out there doing. Proud of her work. Name is sister's name is Toki. Toki. Dang. Man, my brain. I look it up. talked about. Toki Rome Taylor. Yeah, that's the photographer. And the sister is we've been in shows together. Why can I forget this right now? Come on. Sister. Man. Sachi. Jesus, why did I Sachi Rome? And so they're two sisters. They're here in Atlanta, and we've been in exhibits together. Even after Sachi was in my shows as an artist, I still participated in group shows with her. And then I produced an event where I put her in a team full of other artists, and they competed against other teams of artists that on the show that I produced an event. Now everything is a story. It's all a story. I've been sitting here telling stories. When I stream, half of it is stories. Sometimes I draw. It's supposed to be drawing, but sometimes it's all about the stories. Stories. So yeah, it's part of the process. You know, it's part of telling your story is writing. Is why I like blogs and video. If you're into writing, then a blog is good for you. If you're into talking, a podcast could be good. It really depends on, on your style. Who are you? What are you about? Right. Got anything to add, Fireproof? Or just
No, I mean it's an interesting story. I mean,
do you put a story to your art?
oh, definitely. On my
Well,
website, I have a huge bio. I've even had art agents tell me because you talk, it's too long to shorten it. I think it was the Warden Art Agency. I sent them my portfolio on my website, and they said you said a lot of things. It was like 3 or 4 pages long. You need to shorten it.
mm-hmm. Right, right,
um,
right.
but no, I enjoyed the stories you told me or told us. Very interesting. Very interesting. I hope
True.
that person you're speaking to takes your advice, sir.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna take up my advice. Of course they are. But
Mhm.
that's funny that you say that that your writing is too much. I think that's another thing to that that's something that we have to pay attention to, because like I can go on and do my live streams for a long time, and so they could be too long but at least the fact that you can do some writing, that is super important. You need to edit yourself, but the fact that you can write, man, that's important, bro. That stands out. You stand out.
Yeah, and I like how you emphasize that you really need to stand out of the crowd because now, the art world is huge. And the bottom where most working artists, I wouldn't say the bottom, but where most working artists are, you really have to stand out. And like you're saying, you do streaming, and that elevates your brand, and that's why I tune into your show because you have really good advice on branding. So that's why I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. You gotta stand out. Gotta stand. A lot of people who can draw as good as you or better than you, man. Oh my God, there's so many artists out there, and I find them all the time. Sometimes I'm on Instagram and I'm just like, all right, let me do a quick search, and I'll start adding in some keywords. And next thing I know, it's like, whoa, who are these people? And they're like, oh, and you read their bios. And I work at Disney. I work at Cartoon Network. I'm like, what? Oh my God. And so it's like, nah, I want to. I don't want to get lost. If somebody's looking for me, I want them to be able to find me. And so the blog, the writing, the posts, all of that helps. The streaming. Oh, and if you write too much, then what you do is you have a separate page for each piece where it really goes deep into that piece or to that story or whatever. And then the stuff that you send in to the agents is what's, short and concise. And I do that with my social media posts, like some of the stuff that I have on Behance. Like I go hard with what I post on Behance, but then when I go on Facebook, I post a paragraph or less with the link to Behance for those who want to go deeper into that uh, artwork or that project that I'm talking about. So yeah, it's don't feel bad that you write a lot.
I think he meant for because it was like 4 or 5 pages, and I think he meant just as a bio, a short bio. He wanted at least a page and a half. But because I watch your show, I now have a Behance,
Huh?
and now I do have a Dribble. So I'm just getting exposure, and I did set up a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and I posted a video of a time lapse I did, but I'm thinking more, just adding more. So it really helps watching your show.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I'm glad stuff I shared. Awesome. There you have it. Those are quick stories. Talk about yourself. Talk about your work. I'm sitting here finishing this guy up, and I'm going to post him on Twitter. The people who follow me on this Elrun network, it's 4 a.m. But by the time I finish posting it and they get up in the morning and start looking at Twitter, they're gonna see this, and they are freak out. Sometimes I draw just to impress people. But I'm done impressing normal people. I have to impress artists. I want to impress artists.
True. When you impress other artists and they say like, "Well, how'd you do that?" or "I don't think I could do that," then I like, "Yes, I got him."
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, boy. Now they go. Now they go home and do their homework so they can try to catch up. Hmm. Yeah, man. It's fun. It's fun to have to impress other artists. I want them to see me, and it's a fun little competition. Nothing. Good morning, says Axel. All the day starts at 3 to 4 a.m. with DTM. That's excellent. And yes, art is always about storytelling. Thank you, Axel. Appreciate you. I'm working through this piece with my regular technique of coloring a particular piece of the drawing and then duplicate that layer and multiply and then erase some pieces of it. Bam. Like that. That one we're gonna keep it simple. I could go a little deeper. You know what? Let's try something else. Duplicate that layer. Let me turn off these layers and then use white to fill in what I did here so that when I turn on this darker layer, see how it's really hard to get a contrast here, and because especially since it's gonna be like this size, right? So here you can see contrast, but here you start seeing some mash of stuff. So what I want to do then is turn down the opacity shirt. Oh, and I just remember this shirt forever it is. Boom. So now as I turn on and up and down the opacity, it gets lighter, right? So then I can turn, oh no, not this opacity. That one to be 100. There it is. Lighter, darker. Turn on the next layer. Boom. And so now I start having some contrast. And I can add another layer. Boom. And now more contrast with the shading. And you can start seeing some of these different tones while I have not changed the color. But now I can add extra details that you can see whether you're far away or close up. Boom. Find your technique. Run with it. Impress artists one step beyond impressing clients. Correct. Right. Because impressing clients, sometimes that's easy. And sometimes that's difficult. But a lot of times, man, whew, my wife would look at some of my projects. She's like, "You're not done with that." I said, "No, the client is happy. The client is happy. They're gone, and that project is over." Not that I don't want to do anymore. It's just that, man, we can sometimes we can stay here forever trying to make it perfect. And as long as the client is happy, man, we done, son. And when you can impress other artists, that's when I do the art exhibits. That's when I do, the passion projects. I'm impressing other. Whenever I get around artists, that's what we talk about. We talk about our projects. I don't talk about their kids. I'm talking about, their siblings, how's the family. I don't care. I want you to tell me about your project, what you're working on, what's going on. Yeah. They ask me questions. I ask them questions. And then they go home. I go, I'm not, what do you call it, impersonal or not personal, but sometimes people's, I don't know, I'm private about it. But I talk about my grandkids, but I don't do updates. Talk about funny or something. Boom, there goes that Tony, little Tony. He's a little tired. Fixer. Panic. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna work on tonight. I had a lot of ideas, but when I pulled this up, I was like, yes, I need to finish this guy. People are waiting on him. There he is. I do like to let's see, keep the original artwork in the frame. It is. Bam. Let's see what's the head. All right, that's the head. Do another one. Okay, see how it got darker. Eraser. Kind of make it, trying to make it look fuzzy, like it's hair. Add boom. Okay, I forgot the ears. So let me fix the ears, and we're almost done here, yo. For real. Yes, there. Here. Got it. Let's see this one. Cool. Oh yeah, this is all right. I think I did okay. I could have done the tool a little bit better, but when I was drawing it, I wanted it to have this 3D look to it. So I think I'm gonna add. Let's see. Open this layer. Let me see. What's that? That's that shading. Huh. Oh, the tool is in a different. The lines are together in one layer, so the colors happen in a place. Let's back. Let's go like this, right? So I'm gonna color in this backside, right, like that. And let's do the multiply. Boom, and turn the opacity just a little bit dark. There you go. Boom. Got it. How long have I been live? An hour and a half. I spent a lot of time talking. All right. I like those kind of questions. Appreciate it. Passionate about life. One layer for the shading. You know, mix it up. Gotta use many layers as you can. All right, so now I need to write the word little Tony. Down some. Sign it. Oh, you know what I do? I use Illustrator to write the name. So want yeah, I'll do that. And boom, don't forget to sign your work. On son. Here you go. That's all right. That's all right. Let me go ahead and spit out a quick export of a JPEG or something. Nice, nice. In an Illustrator, I'll export other bits and pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and take a screenshot. I always like to do screenshots and work in progress pieces. Let me see if I can hide all other layers. Yup, boy. Let's do a screenshot of that. I like that. Let's go back. Let's see. Um, turn off a couple. Not that one. Let's turn that layer off and turn off the I want to turn off some of the dark color. I want to see what it looks like. Look at that. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh, so let's, for fun. Let's just for there. Take it back. Good. Got it. And we're gonna export to desktop. There it is. Click on it. I do have one version of Illustrator open here. Let's see where it shows up. Ooh, close this out. I'm done saving it. I need to use Dropbox to back it up. There it is. It says document sent. I just gotta pay attention to see what shows up. Okay. Oh, there it is. There goes Illustrator. Okay. Bam, that. Let's look at that Illustrator popping in. What's up, Illustrator? Click OK. Bam. All right. That was pretty smooth there. Utah. That's my Google Play order. All right, let me move that. Cool. 0 to zoom in. That's all right. That's all right. I am gonna do a couple of extra edits. I'm in Illustrator, including fixing that white circle. I mean that white square. Let me click this. I'll that off. Select this square. Fix that. I guess I can just select that. Effect. Is it stylized? No. Drop shadow. Shadow. Apply opacity. Let's go to 20%. There, but it's very light. Look, boom. There we go. This goes to lock it, lock all that stuff in, lock everything. Mess around with it. Let's save this. Save as. And let me find those that NFT. I have a full NFT collection. These are all the NFTs that I own from different um, blockchains, and the majority are from Elrond. Let me see. So it's Super Bear right there. Super Rare Bear. That's his name. It's Super Rare Bear. And there's a number there. SRB B6, etc. There it is. Okay, it was already on the title. Lil Tony. All right, let's get into the folder. Elron, Vamp, save it. Okay, cool. So we got a copy of it in here. All right, good. Yep. So let's go ahead and freak it out. Process involves a lot of gradients. Here is face. One of the head face colors. So let's go ahead and duplicate layer. Go into my gradient. Dun, dun, dun. Fill color. Boom. Gradient. Boom. Angle. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's unmultiply. Turn down the opacity a little bit, and instead of making it black, just a little bit. Click. Thank you. RGB. So red tint. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Dark. That layer again. Just subtle. Thank you. Pretty. And this bigger. Majority of the head still kind of white gray, but the bottom part has a little. I like it. Not gonna name my layers. I'm not worried about it. Now we're finishing. So I got that guy. Let's find the spool. Let's get that shading. Same thing. Boom. This time is set to multiply. Set to 69. Sure. Bam. So now it has a little bit of color. Look. Yeah, I like it. I like it. That's good. I want to do the vest. There's the vest. Boom. Colors right there. Like that layer. Bam. Give it that gradient. And let's see. Do make it a gradient there. Little gradient going on right. The watch. You know what? I didn't do any effects on the tie and the watch. Oh man, I forgot. I was tie. And grab this. Alt click drag to fly. Okay, we're gonna put 80 on it. I mean not multiply, but to duplicate. Now we multiply. Now we're gonna 90. I'm gonna change the red color. A little green. Yes, yes, yes. Gradient there. Oh yeah, that tie is looking tight. And the gold. Look at the gold. Gold. Select. Right with the Alt key. Kate. Gradient, but of course we don't want. We want top. 80%. Yeah. Yeah. Again, multiply. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's sharp. It's bright. That's bright orange. That's it. Okay, so now the words. We layer and let's do Control S to see save. We got it save. Okay, cool. Cool. I know I have a lot of floating windows. This is This is how. Type tool, boom, click and drag. Gonna say Lil Tony. And what did it say on my drawing? Yeah, I think I had text here. Layers. Layers. Lil Tony. That's Little Tony and Friends. Tony. Hit on type. Outlines.
Hey, Dan, you should give him like a gangster nickname like Tired Tony because his eyes are tired.
Yes. Okay, okay, okay. I'll do that. Let's call him Tired Tony. Tired Tony. He always tired, right? So first, let's outlines. Duplicate. Bottom one. Outline. Right. And the top part is going to have a gradient. Outside. That's not bad. Gradient. Come here, gradient. I love gradients. I don't know about you, but I like gradients. Ah, hey, gold. That's it. It's all done. Can unlock all these layers. Center. There's my guy. File. Save. Save it. File and export. There it is. Export artboards so that anything that's outside of the artboard is not going to get saved. That's okay. I just want what's inside of the artboard. Ask me 300%. Yeah, I think it's rulers. So rulers, yeah, 6 inches. So that's cool. Open Elrond. Elrond. ES right there. Boom. Bam. 1800 by 1800. Correct. Now I did another character the other day. I did not share it. Where is? Oh, it's in Sketchyverse. I did this. I threw myself as a one of the sketchy characters. Need to do the tattoos. That's what not done. Okay, I'm gonna work. Boom. So now that I'm done with that bear, got this bear and got the other one. Go to Twitter. All the Europe people are gonna see this later. Called Super Rare Bears. Oh, what? Oh, they do rare bears. That's a deck. Tired Tony. Right? It's gonna do right now. I'm just gonna post it. Feel like it. But what I'm gonna do in this next minute is gonna be to mint it. Get the original that people know where it came from. Boom, bam. Here. Yes, so there you go. You see both versions. On deck, giving it. Weed it. Bam. Now let's go ahead and open it's what is it? Where is it? Frame it. Into my wallet. Boom. And log in with my wallet. And do. Boom. I got several collections. Let me later. Boom. I got 4 collections. 2 don't have anything because one I did it wrong and I couldn't fix it. The other one is in progress. Here goes revamped Elrons. That's what it's called. Let's look at my items. And these are a whole bunch of NFTs that I have. So what I like to do is I grab an NFT that already exists and then I revamp it. So I got the Melvin. Crazy cool punk 22. So he was started as this NFT right there, and this is what it looks like now. Yeah, boy. And so in that collection is revamped Elrons by DTM. Elrond NFTs are brought to life in the series as DTM revamps into his art style and reimagines what the character was all about. No one is safe. The rugged, the abandoned, and the special tokens are coming. And we'll take your NFT and get that detail. Bam. And I do 5. So can't tell what are the additions on it. It's just 5. I can do one on my phone. Is that true? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Let's go file. Let's go look. Oops. Runs. Boom. One. There it is. Higher Tony. Okay, the collection is going into revamp DTM. Tab. We'll check. Revamped Elrons. Oh. And it's 2706DA. 70. Double check. Gotta double check. Tired Tony, aka. And I use the name that it originally had just so that make sure they all match. Okay, see how they have the name, the new name, and then the AKA of who they were. One just wrestling warrior. I missed out on that one. It's the Dirty Fire. I don't even know how many of these I own anymore. I know I own at least one because I only post. I keep one for myself and I post the other ones for. I make 5 editions, and one edition goes back to the original person who gave me that NFT. Another, and then one edition I keep to myself, and so there's 3 editions open. Sometimes I give away. All right, so I don't want to go off of memory. I always double check stuff. I mess up so many things. And SRB 3651. KA SRB 3651. Description: The Fixer. Sorry, I don't. Savior. Okay, that. That's it, man. Now, in my Behance, I can add as much text as I want. Here's a maximum of 150 characters, so I can't go off into day or night. All right, royalties is 10%, so every time it sells, 10%. Attributes, I leave that alone. Tags, I've put a bunch of tags. Art life, SRB, for rare bears, the tank Mike, Elron. Some of these are already basic. Let's see, Genius, Adobe, Fresco, iPad Pro, Apple. Like all this stuff is gonna come up. Vector, Art, Revamped. Okay, that's good. It's a few tags, man. Additional links. It's I do. That's why I create that Behance, and and that's what I was saying to Fireproof is that whatever you got to say about a project or a drawing, then you create a Behance project, and anything related that you post out there will have a link right back to that project. So where are my Elron? There, Rugged and Revamped by DTM. This is it. This is where my collection of NFTs go, and from here I post the new version of my NFTs, including some of the screenshots of my progress process. Crazy, yep. His name is Rogelio, right? Rogelio. Tough, man. So tough. Oh, I see what happened. So before I was adding their original names like Elron Club, in punks, but stop doing ads, doesn't matter. And in the background, I didn't do a gradient. I'm okay with that. So these are two revamps right there of another. Good night, Motor Void. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go back here. So this is where the link goes. Boom, supply of 5. 5 supply. And I create my item. Goes. Taum, thank you. I'm an amazing illustrator like you. Taum, you can do it. You can do it, Taum. Start posting some of that stuff on Behance. That's what it's for. Okay, start adding some of your projects into Behance. Do it. Transaction successful. Close it. Waiting on the NFT. All right. So on Twitter, I'm also gonna send out a token. See it? Boom, there it is. Okay. Sell for a fixed price 3 for 0.5. Boom. And then the trend is that it's down. Duration, at 3 months. Good. List the item. Confirm. Now I'm gonna go as this finishes up. I'm gonna go into Twitter, find the person who gave me this NFT. See, look, now there's 3 available, total of 5. Give one away. There it is. Boom, boom. Let me find where Elron wallet down here somewhere. Boom, boom. Because I I don't know how to keep track of transactions in my wallet. So look at this. That boom. So there's that other Elron NFT. That's some of the sent me. Come on, come on. There it is. This is my address. No, that's mine. Recognize my address. Now I go into my wallet. Look right here. I can see my tokens. Right. On them up. There it is. They're done. A bunch of tab. Boom. There's gorillas. Keep going. Keep going till I find. Boom, boom, boom. I thought these were boxers. This punks. And I thought they were boxers. I thought those were their gloves. I got a lot of NFTs to revamp, yo. Oh, there goes some of the ones that I did, right? There it is. Okay, we're getting closer. Come on, where we at? All right, there he is. Boom. So I got two. Like, there's two of mine. One I'm going to hand out. Boom. Paste it. Get one. Right? Higher toning. Continue. Firm. Action pending. Come on. All right, this is done. Confirm. Continue. Okay, cool. Check your that. So comes text messages tonight, tomorrow. You know, you're in the future. Some of you in the future already. It's gonna see this because right now it's almost 11 p.m. Standard Time. So one more hour, it'll be Thursday. And so that's it. Boom. Yeah. So go ahead and check me out, Delta Tango Mike. My profile is Delta Tango Mike on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out my art. The next time I go live, I'll promise to keep working on my mobile game. My streams have been a little late lately, but I'm going to go back to 7 p.m. So just hit me up with questions. Come on through, join the Discord. Let's hang out, let's draw. And if you have any questions, send them my way so that I can talk about them because I like to talk about them. That is that art everywhere. Art everywhere. Cool. Thank you, Motor Void, Axel, Taum, for joining us here on Behance. Let me see. SLP Price was in the house. Word up. On YouTube, Fireproof left some comments. Appreciate you. And on Discord right now, we have Triple X and Fireproof. Oh, and Bree too. Okay, Bree, what's up? What's up? I'm gonna keep playing with my my other tablet. I'm gonna check that Concepts app info now so that I can go ahead and unlock all the goodies and buy one other app. I'm an app hoarder. I'm an app hoarder. It's all good. Go ahead and explore your creativity. Find the app that works for you. Find whichever tablet or device works for you, and send me your questions. Until next time, I am DTM. I'll see you around. Peace.